Hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner. Hello, 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 hello. It is a good day to give thanks unto the Lord. Who knows that song? Sing it with me. If you're watching, you might be watching on the replay. Just leave us a hashtag replay. Or you know what, better yet, tell me what your favorite hymn song is from the hymnal at church. What's your favorite song? And it could be like any song, really. It doesn't have to be a hymn song. It could be a song, a praise and worship song that you just like to listen to. Boy, the trucks are noisy here today, you guys. All right, so that errand took a whole lot longer than I thought it was going to, but we're back. We're here. Let's do some shout outs, you guys. Let's see who all is here. I see Miss Rhonda Ann Riley is back. Ann is here. Hello, Miss Liz and Michelle. Debbie Fritz. Hi, Susie and Renee. I see Kay Cook and Cheryl. And Cheryl, hello, welcome. Welcome, you guys. So, hi, Cindy. How is everybody? I am doing good today. All right, so we are working on our faith journal. We did the cover this morning. Here we go. Right here's the cover. If you remember, I saved a piece of lace. Where did I put that? It's here somewhere. I saved a piece of lace for the cover to do along the spine here. So we're going to be doing that here in a bit. And right now what we're going to be working on is the signature. So these little books that I do with the kits, I make them affordable. So anyone can get them. If for some reason, like financially, you just can't afford it all in one shot, but you could make 2 payments over the next few weeks. If there are kits left at the end of the day, I'm happy to do a payment plan. However, I really would like for you to be able to purchase them right out of the Shopify. It makes shipping just so much easier for me. And the link for the kits are in the description of the video. Also, in the description of the video are 2 links for the ephemera packs. And the ephemera packs were kind of like 2, whoops, hold on, I'm losing things that I need. The ephemera pack had these papers in them. Listen, I'm going to have to sit this over here for a second. One pack had this kind, okay, which has, some verses. It has a place for doing some writing. So I am going to be using some of these in the signature today. Hello, Miss Robin and Linda. And then some were like this, you guys. Look at how pretty this is. It looks like Bible verses, but it's not actually a Bible. So then I'm okay with not like tearing things apart, okay? But so like this one here is Exodus. This has about Exodus. There they are crossing the Red Sea, and here's another one. So here's Leviticus. So if you really wanted to, now here's some that are like this, and we're going to do something with these ones as well that are the up and down ones instead of the vertical ones, just so that we can use some of them. You can cut this stuff up for ephemera also. You could cut the pictures, you could tear out the words, all of that fun stuff. So let's get cracking, you guys, and see what we have cooking. So in your kit, you're going to get 6 sheets of this style paper. So this style paper I purchased is actually for junk journaling, okay? I do buy it on Amazon in huge packs, and then I break it down into the kits for you guys. But if you do a lot of junk journaling and you want to get some, it's a coated paper. However, let me tell you, it is not thick. It's not cardstock, and it's not slick, okay? When I say slick, I mean like slippery. Like some are like coated and very slippery. So here we have our 6 pieces like this that we're going to add some of that in. Also, if you order a kit, you'll get some doilies, okay? So some are square, some are rectangle. I actually have mine, and okay, so this one is Tor. We're going to use that for something else. Here's my dyed paper. So each kit is going to have some dyed paper in it, but I also dyed my doilies. So you could have doilies and you could dye them, and look at how pretty that got with the lines on it. So we're going to use this today, those 2 for sure, in this kit. And So you'll get dyed paper as well. So I think I'm going to use just 2 here. 2 sheets of this. So you'll get a sheet of this if you purchase a kit. All right, let me sit this back over here. Also in that kit, you're getting 2 sheets of this paper that we're going to use for decoupaging later over on Lisa Brown's page. And I also added some hem paper. Now, the hem paper is kind of like all over the place. I didn't like be very mindful of what you get, so what you get is what you get. And I hate to be like that way, but that's how it has to be. And then I also sent out 2 sheets of dictionary paper. Okay, and guys, I saw this in the front of my dictionary and I was like, I need this. I need this to be in my life. I need this to be in this book. So I have that sitting there. I don't like to add things to junk journals and fold them that they're this way. I don't like to fold dictionary paper that way. I don't like to fold any paper that way. Hello, Miss Dana. All right, so let's start building a signature and seeing what that's going to look like. I kind of like this for like right inside, but I also kind of really like this one. I just like both of these. Do you guys, which one do you like better? Do you like A, we love because he first loved us? Or do you like this? With God's help, I can do all things. The strength I have is not my own. It comes through faith in God. And though so often I can't see the way, I have the reassurance of his presence in my life to help me meet the challenges of each day. So I rest in his provision. Some of you are liking A, some of you are liking B. Hello, Roberta. And it really doesn't matter what life brings, for I know that I am in his care, and through the strength he gives in me, he has promised that I can do all things. So we're kind of like both. So let me show you. Inside the cover looks like this. So it's not going to matter. Either of these floral pieces are going to match. So it's not going to matter to me. I kind of feel like B is used. Well, I'm going to use both, but my very first page inside, do I want it to be this when it gets opened up? We're going to wrap one of these around it anyways. So, I mean, it's going to be like this. We may. I don't know. We might not. That's very true in your life. Hi, Sandy. Yes, I know. It's very true in a lot of our lives. Okay, so I tore these out of the ephemera books that I got. Those links are both in the description of the video. So some were like this style, and then some were like this style. So I am going to be adding both since it is like a faith-based journal. Play with it. Okay, we can play with it. We can do that. Let me trim this up. Hang on 1 second, please. So I'm going to trim these down to 8 1/4. And that's just going to take that little extra off the top there. Nice new blade. Where's the other one I had? Okay. Well, they both speak to me. I think that's what, like, kind of my problem is at the moment, is they both are just, they're screaming. So let's just play with, let's see what it looks like. I get that. I get we want to, okay, so these are double-sided. Okay, so we can, that's great for me. I like that. I like to add something like this. And, you know, we can add some pockets to this too. And how fun are those? Well, I think if we do this, we can do this, right? I don't want to do this because it's going to stick up over the book, but that would be cool. If I was doing a tall skinny, I would do this. Let's just fold this in half. And again, the doily paper doesn't have to be right when you open the book. I just think it looks kind of cool when it's wrapped around something. So when it's wrapped around this, I think I want it more. See how pretty that is? Isn't that pretty? You know what else we had? I don't want to forget to use, and I have some in the other room. I got to go grab it. Is that, yes, the book will be auctioned when I'm finished with it. Yes, yes, yes. Hang on, I have to check a message, please. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the book will be auctioned. Hang on one second. I have a piece of paper in the other room that I want to grab. Hold, please. I have 100 things laying around, guys. Okay, so remember I also said that I bought this vellum paper at the store that I really liked, which was this. And I almost feel like that would be pretty, but it's going to lose something there. This really needs to be against something like this. Sandy, can you send me a private message? You are not the only one. There was another person who didn't get theirs. Okay, so let's do this again. We have A and we have B. Which do you like better? And I like to put the doily. The doily will look pretty like that, kind of hiding that scripture, giving that floral wraparound. I also think it will look pretty over here, just like that. So A or B? Nope. You have to get a little silver box. You have to get the kit. I don't have any extra. I'm sorry. If there's a huge interest in you guys getting them, I don't mind ordering more. So you guys are really leaning towards the A. Oh, yay, Dana. All right, now we're like equal. Now we're like half and half. Show us the inside cover. Sure. This is the inside cover. I know, this is the hardest part for me, is like figuring out what I want to put inside. So if we put this like this, just like this, this is A. I see lots of B's too. Okay, and then we have this one. That's B. I think it's B. I think Molly is right there. I think we're leaning towards the B. I know they both look really nice. And we are going to incorporate them into this with all of these other papers that we have here. Because we have some pretty purple dyed paper. Renee's like, changing my vote. Changing my vote. See, and I just thought I let that little purple stick out. Yeah, I think it's B too. So, 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper are going to fit in here nicely. I just trimmed those ones because there was that little extra on it. So this style doily here, if we put this into the signature, it's going to stay within the book boundary as well. Except for maybe a real little bit might stick out, but that's okay. Yep, the kits are available now. You can purchase them now. There's not very many left. There is in the description. There's a link, but here, let me give it to you again. I'll give it to you right here. They are in my Shopify. There are a few left. I don't anticipate them being there for the rest of the day, but it is in the description of the video. So down by the comments, if you see the little link, there's like a little chain link that looks down there. If you touch that, it will open the links that are available for this video. All creators' pages do that. So if you see a creator and it has that link and you're wondering, oh, where's their Bella Lily, or where's their Shopify, or where can I get the kit? That little link, if you click on it, and it will open so you can still be on the video too. So I almost am like, well, do I like, okay, I like this one, but I like this one better, I think. Just like so. And then we can do something really pretty here with like some Bible verse, and that will be really pretty. Do you guys like that? So I'm going to be using 2 sheets of the dyed paper here, except for this one has a little tear in it. I don't think I want to use it if it has a tear in it. Not for this anyways. Let me grab another one. No, I'm not sure where they're at. So if we open this up like this, check this out. So what I want to do with this vellum piece is on this purple page, I want to create like, I want to put a picture of Jesus. That Jesus with the lamb, I really liked behind there, even though I was fiddling with it. I think I just want to add a pocket that he will fit in, that card will just show through there. So I like it against the purple. And then when this turns, you'll be able to see it against there also. Yeah, the blue is really good against that because it breaks up all of the pinkness that's going on there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, we have 4. Now you guys will get a piece of vellum in your kit, and your piece of vellum looks like this, okay? And it looks like palm leaves with some florals on it. It's just really pretty. You get it. The Paper Studio sticker will peel right off so that you can use the paper. Just be careful that you don't tear your page when you're doing that. So, you know, this also can be part of this, or we can use it somewhere else. Let's put one of these, like almost like Jesus paper. I'm calling it Jesus paper. So you guys, I like to make my signature nice and chubby, but I also like to leave spots for photos and for other things as well. So keep that in mind when you're building your thing. Who has to go back to work? Oh, I'm sorry you have to go back to work. That nasty W word. So I think when I open this, though, this would be pretty to put this here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 pages there. And we got 7. And 8. So see how this will break that up? So between 12 and 15 sheets makes a nice size signature. And I do want to use this one. I like this one because it has a title page over here and you can write in it. So let me just trim this down to that 8 1/4, you guys. Oh, we're going to go a little bit further. There we go. Sorry, guys. Ooh, thank you. Whoever just purchased a kit, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Whoever got their kit, thank you. We'll be putting those kits together and getting them shipped by Thursday at the latest. All right, so we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one's going to be 11. And I just keep going until I feel like, oh, that's enough. We shouldn't do any more than that. Okay, so something else that you can use for this is, these are cards that I found at the flea market. And cards are fun to use for a lot of different reasons, okay? First of all, they can be fun journaling spots. Okay, like this says thanks, but, you know, technically we could tuck this into a pocket. We could cover this up with a piece of ephemera. That ephemera has a lot of words in it. So thank you, Carolyn. So we could cover this up with something, and then this could get tucked into a pocket or a belly band. And look at, I mean, just look at how pretty that will look. I kind of like that we're using some of the florals throughout this book. I would say this is not a book for Mr. Kenny over at Designs by Dina, because it's definitely very florally. But I could see Miss Dina just loving this. Can you guys see that? Just Dina, I think, would really love this. Okay, so look at this one I have pulled out for this. It's a card base, okay? So it does have like writing over here, but we'll cover that. You can cover that with lace. You can cover that with a lot of things. So we're going to just piece this in to the center here. And let's see, I had one more somewhere that I wanted to use. Hang on. Oh, it's not under there. And that's this one here. And then we're gonna just do a little count and see what we got going on here. See how many we have in there. So tell me, who's going for one of these? Who's gonna give it a try? Who wants to try it out and make one? Now, this ephemera stuff came with some pretty cool pockets. So we're gonna be using some pretty cool pockets for this. All right, let's see what we have. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 13. Listen, that's going to be slipping around, I can tell. You can't wait to get started? I know, right? Okay, so we got 13 pages. I am going to position this one scooted down, just off-centered a little bit, because I want you to be able to read that with God's help when you open it. So this is going to be in there. We're not even chubby-wubby yet. So what did I say that was? 13? Let's do 14. Just like this, we got number 14. And then I had a piece. Uh-oh, where did I put it? Hold on. This is a hymn song, okay? So this is going to be skinny. It's not going to be sticking out. It's not going to be doing any of the things. But I thought we can fold it like so. Okay? And we can put it into the center of the book like so, just like so. And then on these pages here, we can do some ephemera or some other things to cover up things that are kind of half. Like we can create a pocket for a tag here. On this side, a pocket for a tag here. And Softly and Tenderly is my favorite hymn. My absolute favorite hymn in the world is Softly and Tenderly Jesus is calling. Calling for you and for me. See on the portals he's waiting and watching. Watching for you and for me. Right? It's my favorite hymn too. Yeah, you could glue it together with a hint. Like you could glue it against there. We could put 2 here to create a pocket there. Who knows what we're going to do? We don't even know. I don't even know. 1, 2, 3. There you got my mom would say, stop singing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this one makes 15. I'm going to roll the gamble on this one, you guys. I'm going to roll the dice. We're going to take a chance. We're going to grab a white doily here, and we're going to throw in one little extra. Hold on. So it's 16. I don't know. Sometimes I have a hard time with odd numbers as the pages go. But we tuck this in here even. And then when we have the pockets in there with the tags, it's just going to look really pretty with that against it. So let's do that. Now we have our signature ready. We can stitch this in. yeah, see, I like this because we can do something to cover this. We can do something to cover up the thanks. And then we just have that scalloped edge. So I'm going to keep that out. But you can do the same thing with any cards, with any note cards for whatever pocket that you want to do. So always be watching for this kind of stuff at your thrift stores, because how fun are these? And we can take the card and use it as cardstock. If we take it and we just trim it down to 4, we can create our pocket for this out of this, just like so. You know, we can create a pocket with this for that tag. Oops, you can't see. So, you know, don't be afraid of that. And then also the same thing, you can use these as journaling cards just to tuck into your pockets. So always be looking for that kind of stuff. So let's have a little discussion here for a second about what I'm doing on Lisa's page. I'm going to be on Lisa Brown's page at 1:30. So we're going to sew this in, and we're going to be done with this part of our video, okay? So Lisa Brown's at 1:30. That's where I'm going to be. And we're going to work on some decoupaging things. We're going to decoupage some things like cards. We're going to decoupage some things like, I'm just making sure, see, you got to make sure when you get your signature together that you tap, tap, tap. That needs to be good and tight, you guys. You don't want that to be loosey-goosey. Oops, and it's slipping around on me, and it's doing all the things. Oh, goodness gracious. If it's not tight and it's loosey-goosey on you, you're going to have trouble. So let me just clip this. I have more clips. They're back here. Okay, so I'm just clipping this all up. Now see, I let this drop low so that you can see that with God's help. All right, we're going to line this up in here. Okay, we're doing the same thing. Make sure that's right up against there, you guys. So that way when you're poking your holes, you're not having problems. Oh, it doesn't want to grab that one piece. There we go. Okay, so grab it through so that it's lined up where you want it to be on your thing. Now, this is kind of going a little wonkadoodle, but that's okay. Just because. This is an awl, okay? And yeah, we're going to, okay, I'm sorry. Lisa Brown's, we're going to do some decoupaging. We're going to use the napkins that are coming in this kit. We're going to do some puzzle pieces. We're going to do some journaling cards. There's a bunch of things that we're going to do, okay? And then later tonight, we'll do some other fun things on the page. On this page. Okay. But it's all part of this book. I already talked to Lisa. Eastern. It's Eastern Kathleen. All right. So we're going to poke this through. I'm giving it a nice deep poke with a big. So got a big. You need big. All the way to the bottom. Oh, I thought that was going to hit my finger, you guys. Woo. Sometimes it's a little tight. You got to give it all you got. Got to give it all you got, you guys. All right, now we're going towards the top, but we're not going all the way to the top, okay? We're letting some of it. We're letting some of it go at the end. Well, we're going near the top, okay? And then we're going almost all the way to the top. That's because we're going to create a little loop up here for a dangle or a charm. Or a tassel. I think it's going to be a tassel more likely. Okay, so there we go. And I will tell you, this stitching process for this is not my idea. It was someone else's. But, okay. Here's my needle. I got my needle all ready to go. You can buy big eye pointy sewing needles at Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, wherever you shop for crafts, okay? I like them to be sharp because it helps to poke through the fabric and stuff. Even though we already just did that, sometimes fabric sort of pulls back close. This is embroidery floss. That's like vintage. This stuff is old. I got this at what they call the market on YouTube. I don't shop there anymore, but I had gotten it. It was a really good deal. I think I paid like $1. There were 2 of them, and I got it specifically for using for this book. This purple is very, very nice against the florals. It's nice against, it brings out kind of a little bit of the purplish look that this book has. Did your brother-in-law pass away, Sandy? Okay, so we're going down through the center. Okay. And then I like to grab this with one of the clips just so it doesn't pull through all the way. We are going out through the second hole from the top. Nope, nope, nope. Coming back through the second hole of the top. Got to make sure I have this right, you guys. Okay. Then we're going down through that top hole, the very tippy top one that we made. Okay, we're coming back up through the second one. Okay, going all the way down to the bottom now. All the way down to the itty bitty bottom. Ouch! The needle got me. All the way to the bottom, you guys. Whoops. Give it a good pull and tug to make sure everything. This page is going to stick out through the top. That's okay. I don't care. And then I'm coming back up through the center on the opposite side of the string that the one went down through. So the reason you can't see it is because I needed my old lady eyes. But it's on the opposite side of this. Just like that. Okay. So now I need to know. I don't need to know. I'm just going to do what I want anyway. We have these strings, and I'm going to leave them hanging, okay? Here's our signature is now sewn in, all right? It's a sewn in signature. We have these pieces hanging. We're going to add some things to that because I like the stuff dangling out. Put this back over here. Okay, let's take a look at it. So we open, we have this with our pocket. Here. There it is. With God's help, I can do all things. And then it does have this poem, which is nice. So now I can't add anything over the top of this for any other reason than it'll cover it. You won't see it. We have this in here, which I have some plans for. And this, yes. I love the purple. The purple is very regal. Yes, we'll be praying for you. Here's this. So you guys, you could use something like this to keep prayer requests in. I'm just going to, listen, and Dina and Kenny, I'm sorry if I'm using you as an example, but Kenny is a prayer warrior over at Designs by Dina. If you need prayer, I would, message them because I know for a fact that he has a book that he writes the requests in and they pray for followers and their needs. So, this would be great for that, right? If you want to keep track of people who you tell that you'll pray for so you don't forget. Oh, look, we have this, this is Exodus, but it says, we love because he first loved us. And it looks like Bible paper, but it's not from a Bible. Okay. We have this with the doily. Yes. Are you guys loving it? Give me some hearts if you're loving it. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it. Lord, you go before me and follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. Psalms 139, 2 through 5. Yeah, for prayer requests, definitely. So, I would say if you are not getting a kit and you love the ephemera pack, the link for that is over on the page. But let me just show you. On a page like this, I have some of these that they tore and they made, you know, ickies. You could add this as a pocket if you needed to. If you just wanted to make a little extra pocket, you could do something like that. You could also use... My plain vellum is in the other room, but you could use some plain vellum over it to create a pocket. We're going to create a pocket with vellum on here. I don't know if I want to use this because it kind of looks scribbly. I think we could do it. I think we could do it, guys, but I need to get my glue that I use for this. It has a major clog, like big time major. Like I can't get the pin through it to get it to open. I've bent it. I've done all of that. So you need to get some doilies, right? If you're getting a kit though, Dana, you'll get doilies in the kit. Oh, I'm going to have to literally take this in the other room to get it done. Cause it just is not going to open up. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope. And it's just bending my pin. And let me see if this one will work, you guys. Oh. We could do it. Yay. That's the only complaint I have with the liquid glass is if you forget to pin it, if you forget to put your pin in it, okay, it's going to get clogged. That's the only problem with this. And I forget to put pins in things. Okay, let's do this. Let's cut this in. Now, liquid glass is a product sold by Close to My Heart. You can order it on my Close to My Heart website. On the main page, there is a link tree that you can click on that will have all of those things. Let me see. But if you want to get Close to My Heart, you can head to the website right here, you guys, and you can order liquid glass. Now, liquid glass takes a little to dry, but you won't see it with the vellum. So let's go ahead and use, I'm sending this vellum in the kit. So let's go ahead and take a measurement. Whoops. This is 8.5. Wait, 5.5, sorry. 8.5. 5.5, and then by 2. Let's just do 2.5. 5.5 by 2.5. So let's just cut the smallest part first, so we have the least amount of waste. So 2.5, and then by 5.5. You know, and keep these because these are good for using like on your tags and things like that too. So those pieces can be very useful as well. But I think sticking a pocket over this, even though this was not where I was going at this moment in this video, is, oh, we have to trim that down a bit. Whoops. We got to trim it a real little bit on the edge over here. But this, then you could put a tag or something inside of there, and then you're not losing any of the actual picture. So that's what vellum is actually really, really nice for. This is beautiful vellum, and this came from Hobby Lobby. I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday. Hobby Lobby has Paper Studio 50% off. So sheets of vellum that have this pretty on it is 50 cents. Now, is that still expensive for vellum? Yeah, but it's pretty vellum, you guys. That's what this was. These were also 50 cents. So your kit, if you're getting a kit, will come with this vellum. Not this vellum, but this vellum you could still get, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to glue this down onto here like so. So then when it dries and later we can add something in the pocket. So this has a super fine tip on it for precision. I don't know if you could see that. See it right there? Okay. So I'm just going to use my old lady eyes up here. And I'm just going on 3 sides of the pocket. 1 long side, 2 short sides. Just like so. And we're going to put it into place on the page like this. Now, that's going to take a bit to dry. But when that liquid glass dries, you guys, that is going to be really, really beautiful. All right, put your pin in it, Jimmy Lou, so you don't lose, that you have flow going. You're going to be using more vellum today. So now it will curl a little bit. That happens. Also, make sure that you're not gluing this page to the next page, because that can also happen. Now, you can take your sewing machine after the liquid glass dries. You could go to your sewing machine and you could stitch around it if you had added it before you put it in the book. Well, you could still probably do it if you're really careful. I'm not that, like, I don't think that would work out for me. I think I would have it everywhere. I thought I had more. I do. So I'm just going to add these clips because it's going to keep curling there for some reason. And I have a couple of clips laying here, so it's not a big deal for me to clip them just so that it lays down as best as it can. And that'll dry clear. Like, even though it looks a little wonky, it will. Wait, what did she say? My Hobby Lobby is taking out a full aisle. Both sides of variety. Oh, no! Debbie Fritz. Write to the company. Send them an email. The scripture papers, there were 2 in the description of the video, Carolyn, and also on the page, there's 2 affiliate links for Amazon that you could purchase the ephemera packs. And the ephemera packs had these, and the other one had ones that look like Bible pages. Okay, so let's keep moving and looking at our signature. Here's our pretty thing here. I'm going to make this into a pocket, you guys. You know I am. That's where these come into play really nicely, because we can even trim that down a bit and it'll become this really cool pocket. Let's just do it. So I have this at 4. Let's cut it to 3 3/4. So I kept it the same size up and down, but I cut it a little shorter back and forth. So that way, when you look at it, it looks like a pocket here. But when you look at it on this side, it does not look like a pocket. So it's kind of like a little surprise waiting to happen there, you guys. Did I not bring my... I didn't bring my... That's a rumor, Roxanne, and that is not true. Hobby Lobby was not bought out by Michaels. That's actually, like, if you look it up on the internet, like on like news stories, Hobby Lobby is not purchased by Michaels. I will tell you that Doris, which was a company that made some crafting supplies, Doris was bought out by Michaels, and then Michaels closed down Doris, so that was disheartening. Okay, so there, I had to add these because my other glue is in the other room. So, and then I'm just doing a little thumb notch there. We're going to line this up right on here. Just like that. And then look at how cool that, doesn't that look cool? Look at how easy that was, just being made out of a card. Okay. That's just out of a card. We didn't do anything fancy schmancy about it or anything, but there we go. And then we can create something to go inside of there. Sometimes the ideas just come when you like flip the pages, right? So, and then look at these beautiful prints. This was fabric dye that I bought when I did the class with the Vintage Daisy. And I loved how it turned out. I actually had laid it on top of that doily. And see how it made the doily imprint? That was kind of cool. Then we have doily. We're going to create pockets here and here. And then we have our song, Softly and Tenderly, in the center, which is really, really nice like that, you guys. I like it like that. I'm probably not doing anything to any of these. Okay. We're going to make a pocket there. We have that there. I'm going to do the exact same thing to this one that we did to the other one. Let's trim this off. And we went to 3 3/4 on it, if you remember. And then, let's see, the other one had the loop at the top. Ooh, this one, we're going to put the loop at the bottom. So see, this one is going to go like this. And the other one over here is at the top. So it's the same, but different, if that makes sense. It looks like a landscape. Did it? Somewhat, I guess. So, my apologies for the noises and the distractions. I apologize. Okay. Let's add this one on here. And I usually use my neutral pH adhesive for this, but this glue works just as good. It works good as a good adhesive. Okay. And we're putting this on there. So any junk journaling that you do, like maybe you're doing an ideas book and you say, oh, it was a really good idea. You can recreate the pocket part, stick it into your ideas book, and then just write on there or stick a tag or something inside there that tells where you saw how to do this as a pocket. And then you have that as an idea. I have more pockets and stuff to go on these pages. So it's a little wonkadoodle because I have it sitting up on there, but it's very pretty. I think the signature itself is turning out amazing, you guys. Absolutely amazing. Again, I want to do something with this vellum where Jesus is going to be on there. So that's where the liquid glass is going to come in handy for that kind of thing. All right, here we go. There's the last page. And then we have our belly band. So the belly band is nice for adding some things for inside there. So we're going to be creating a document folder for in this book for writing in that will get tucked into there. So here's the actual book itself. This is what it looks like. I didn't bring my tin in here with my things that I could add. I used ephemera from both books. Yes, I did. This one was from one book. These ones were from another. And then you're going to see me use ephemera throughout the day. So we're going to be creating some cards, some tuck things to go into these tuck spots. We're going to create a document folder. And that is going to get tucked into this belly band. I love that this is stretchy because you can get so much in there, you guys. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do before we go today is we're going to clamp this up right here like so and like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to add our lace trim along the edge here. This is not what I had cut out, this one. We're going to add this lace trim along the border or along the spine of the book. It's going to wrap around from the front to the bottom. Let me just tuck that up in there before I end up gluing it in here. It's going to get wrapped around just like so. And then, you guys, do you want to see what I picked up at the thrift store? I'll show you quick before I go. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this and we're just going to do a little swirly whirly on the front cover because this needs time to dry. I kind of knew what you meant. And I may have called it ephemera a couple of times. So and then I'm just going to tap. Just tap, tap, tap to get that lace settled. And then it just needs time to dry. We're going to flip this over. We're going to add some glue on this side as well. And then it has that lace. Those ephemera books are not from my website. They're on Amazon. They should not be sold out. And if they are, you can get an alert that will tell you. When I looked this morning after, by the way, thank you, whoever it was that said, did I post the link for those? If they're sold out, you can put, on Amazon, you can put yourself down for a thing that will alert you and say, oh, gee, you know what? She needed it. Yes, on the thrift finds. Okay, so also, don't forget, I have some of this that we may use. I don't know where. I kind of like that it's dark. So let's just talk about how cool that looks. That looks really cool. We are going to put a closure on this that in your little metal tins was a buckle. You're going to get a vintage buckle. Some of them are rusty looking and they're really cool. And we're going to add a piece of ribbon that's going to go around. It's going to go through the buckle and it will just be in place here. And then I got like all of those flowers and stuff, and we're going to add flowers to the front cover, and this is going to be absolutely beautiful. Okay, give me 1 second to grab my thrift store stuff, and I'll show it to you very quickly. Okay, I'm back. I also wanted to bring these in here. I ordered more of these corners, and we may use corners on these. We may go ahead and put the metal corners on these. I really like them. I think it definitely adds like a sense of prettiness and royalty to it. What do you guys think? We're going to wait till we actually like decorate up the cover later today. But I think those look really pretty on there. And then you can add some to the back too. We have the copper color ones. So I'm going to leave these on the table because we're going to add these later. Yeah, I know, right? Yes. Molly's saying yes, yes, yes. But you can use this kind of trim work to do some trim like at the bottom of your page down here. Stephanie, from Amazon. I got them from Amazon. So yeah, we're gonna add some of this here, there, and everywhere in this book. Same way with like this, you could add some along here, and it just looks really pretty. And then you can put bulb pins, bulb pins, onto these kind of things with just some pretty stuff on it. Okay, so let me put that to the side. I'm gonna put the clamps back on this so it starts taking shape of a folded book and not just popping open on me. And I'll show you what I got at the thrift store. Okay, so, oops. So I went to the thrift store, just to be nosy, you guys, and I got Alara this book. Look at how cool this book is. Apparently I'm allowed to buy as many books as I want for when the baby comes. And this says, Yummy Cookies, Baking with Kids. And it's got, look at, it has recipes in it. It's a little recipe book for kids. And they're like very simple recipes. Granola cookies. It's kind of like healthy stuff too. Carrot cake. These look good. Actually, these carrot cake cookies, I want to write this recipe down because that looks good. And Oscar's Garbage Pail Cookies. Abby's Magical Pumpkin Cookies. All-American Chocolate Chip Cookies. Gooey Thumbprints. We got Ernie's Peanut Butter and Banana Cookies. Those sound good too, I gotta say. I know, it's super cute, right? Taffy Apple Cookies. Those look really good. Fruity Oatmeal Coconut or Coconut Oatmeal Cookies. Elmo is cuckoo for coconuts. Bert's Cranberry Oat Chip Mini Cookies. Got Chocolate Chunk Oat Bars. Chunky Double Chocolate Cookies. No Bake Noodle Cookies. Whole Wheat Brownies. Strawberry Delight. Yummy. So it has all of these. What is the? Oh, wiggly worms. Those look fun. So this is going to be a book for Alara. And I did pick it up at the thrift store. Okay. Also got this book of shapes for Alara. Because the pictures were just so pretty, right? And books at the thrift store today were 25 cents. And I also got 3 of the smaller mini golden books to do junk journaling with. So those ones are mine. Okay, later on Lisa's page over at Brown Eye Girls Crafting, we're going to do a bunch of decoupaging for the Faith Journal, you guys. And I got this today, which hopefully no one's going to get upset that I bought a puzzle that's pretty nice. It's a kid's puzzle, so the puzzle pieces can be a little bigger. And I just think that we can do some cool decoupage things with this and just create some fun, because sometimes junk journaling is just about sticking some fun things in. I'm just saying. Now, I have not done altered puzzle pieces in a while. I have done them, but it's been quite a bit since I've done them. So I thought it would be a fun thing to do over on her page. I got this puzzle. I'm gonna feel terrible about doing this, but we're gonna decoupage on these. So we're gonna paint them. We're gonna do all the things. I didn't think, well, maybe they will peel. Hold on. Sometimes puzzles, if they're cheaper puzzles, will peel. Yep, they will. So we don't even have to paint them. We can still paint them, but you can peel them, and then you have this blank slate to work with. So we're going to be doing that on Lisa's page, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's going to give me just enough time to grab some lunch, you guys. I found another roll of that ribbon, so I grabbed that because that was fun. These were at the thrift store. How fun are those? We might even use some of those in this, right? Look at this scarf that I found, you guys. There's a link, Carolyn Zeal, in the description of the video, or on my page, they're listed too. It's got these. Hold on. We might use this on the cover some. We might use this yet today. So there's that. I get excited about my thrift store stuff. I can't help it. All right, and then you guys know about the fabric dyeing. I found this in the fabric bin. Look at this. Tell me that's not going to dye up beautifully. That was in the fabric bin. This was in the 25-cent box because it's stained and it has some snags. But you guys, this will cut apart beautifully and it will dye lovely. So don't pass stuff up that you can get for really reasonable. And look, it even has like a ribbon border here. It has some pockets. So there's some fun stuff can be had with this piece right here all together, right? So that was in the fabric bin. And then I got this vintage textile. Look at how pretty this is. It's got some tatting. I didn't even really pull it open and look at it all, except for that it had these kind of like snowflake type things. Some of the fabric. I have not started selling fabric bundles because my friend Michelle at the Vintage Daisy does, and I don't want to step on her toes. So look at how pretty, right? So that's that, okay? Also, when you're shopping at the thrift store, don't pass up like what is your what is like your discount stained stuff, okay? Because you can find a lot of, listen, you just can. All right, jewelry was half price today at the thrift store, which I love because look at, I got a cameo. Pretty, right? Okay, hold on. I have a drawer for this stuff over here, which I can just toss it right into the drawer then. And look at this cool bicycle. These are pins. So these are like vintage pins. But guys, you can use these as pieces to decorate your books. I'm telling you, don't pass it up. Now listen, even this bicycle, if I pin it to the book, the wheel spins. The wheels on the bike go round and round, round and round. And here's some pretty leaves. These are just, I hit kind of like the golden jackpot with the old lady pins today. I had a pin like this when I was in high school. Who remembers like those collar shirts where you'd put the collar and you'd put the pins on? Look at this one. This one is gorgeous. I love this one. This one has no markings on it, so I don't believe that it's as vintage as I think it is. It's more a vintage style, but it's very pretty. And I'm just telling you, something is going to go on this book. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty that would be up against that lace, right? Here's another cameo style, but it's a butterfly on there. And it is not like that old, I don't believe. I mean, the pin just popped right off the back of that. I'm just saying, that's a really pretty piece. And here's another pin that I also thought might look gorgeous on this book. I know that bicycle is awesome, isn't it? And then I got the music note too, which I think, with putting the hymn paper in here, this can end up in the book. So when you get stuff like this, costume jewelry, you just need to take a pair of pliers, okay, and just remove like pieces like this. And a lot of times that stuff will just pop right off there and you don't even have to worry about it. A lot of times. Sometimes not so much, but those just popped right off of there, and then you have a flat piece with what you can work. Okay, so there's a little tip for you in that. Look at this one. Isn't this one pretty? Ouch. It jabbed me. It has a heart dangling down with this pretty piece again. Any of these would look really gorgeous on this book. Okay, so that was all the pins, and then there was a lot of these. Okay, I like buying these vintage earrings. They are clip-ons, okay, and you can just remove the clip-on piece by just doing the same thing. Just grab it, kind of work it. Oop. It popped off the base piece, but that's okay. It's still on a base piece, which is good, because then, you can add something like this all the way down. So I hit the jackpot with these clip-on earrings, okay? So you can tell what's like newer versus what's more vintage. This is more vintage than this, and the reason I can tell is because of the backing. Okay, and then here's some pretty blue ones and some pretty like ice crystal ones. These were all half price today at the thrift store. So I paid $3. $3, you guys, for these. Look at these ones. Isn't this pretty? Right? So costume jewelry, definitely pick it up when you see it at thrift stores, because, you can buy things that are similar to this, but these are actually like vintage style things. And I love these ones that have like these beads all like beaded on there. And then, if you just dissect them, you can see how that's how they get stitched on there. And then this base clamps together with this base, then gets put together with this to create an earring. A lot of times they'll just pop right apart for you. And then here is the last of it. Look at this one. Isn't that something? Some of these are really something. So some of this stuff is going to end up on this book. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones, you guys. I can feel it in my bones. So that's that, you guys. That's what we're going to do for now in this book. I'm going to take a break, grab some lunch, 1:30 Eastern. So that's in about a half an hour over at Brown Eyed Girls Crafting. You're going to join us over there, and we're going to make some decoupage things for the inside. Things like, what is some things I planned on doing? I have a bookmarker I want to do some decoupaging with. I have some journaling cards I want to decoupage. So we're going to just do some decoupaging over there. So I got these, but I didn't know what they were like. I have no idea what this is. Is Skechers, they're a shoe, right? I don't know. It says Manhattan Beach, California. But how fun were these? These I thought they were fun, okay? So, especially if you do something more like a little kid. There's Jack. There's Joker. So they have there's King, Queen. How fun, right? So, don't pass up vintage cards or even some cool looking cards that are just fun. I was hoping more for like that kind of beachy scene, but hey, that's okay. And my thrift store charges 50 cents for playing cards. So, all right, you guys, have a good afternoon. Join me at 1:30 if you can. When the video is over, when I'm done over on Brown Eyed Girls Crafting, I'll sprinkle it onto this page so you guys can, if you're watching want to watch all in one place, we will do that. So there we go. This is this, and this is that, and all of the fun stuff. And you guys have a great day. I'm going to grab some lunch really quick, and I will see you really, real soon. All right, bring your matte medium. I'm going to be using matte medium over there. Bring that. You're going to need it. All right, and I will see you over there in a bit. Bye, guys. Remember to always be kind, because you never know what someone's going